What's going on, Z Warriors? MrWaffles here. I know it's been a while. I've been busy with, marriage and life and everything, just getting myself situated. But I'm going to try and at least pump out a video, if anything, trying to find a format that works for me best. Since the game is going to be releasing next week. So I just want to show you guys the deck I kind of whipped up together for those who, like Goku and like Blue. It's my mono blue Goku starter deck. Sorry, Son Goku deck using the starter Goku. So for those who don't know what the starter Goku does, when he attacks, you get to choose one of your blue energies, switch to active mode, and when he awakens, it's 2, and he gets plus 5,000 power and draws a card. So the reason why this Goku is so good is because it's very flexible. So if you're on the defense, it gives you an extra energy to combo, so that's pretty much an extra 10 plus K shield. Or when you're going on the offense, it's an extra plus 10 K boost combo. Or if you awaken, it's like plus 20,000. So it's very versatile in that aspect. So it's very deadly, especially late game when you see your opponent with like 4 energy untapped, and then they attack with Goku or something like that, and they untap 2 more. Or it helps mitigate high cost cards like Beerus, Vegeta, and things like that, because it turns them from like 3 cost cards to 1, or 5 to 3, or whatever the 5 to 3, or 7 to 5, anything like that. So it's very, very good. This Goku, I think, is probably the best blue starter right now. I know a lot of people say Vegeta, but I think Goku is actually miles better. Simply because they have Vegeta. I feel his weakness is a lot of floaters, so he basically has to combo with 15 every turn to really force you to lose a card. And if so, then you just take the damage and you lose the card anyway, because they have to use a card to get to that. And what I mean is, if Vegeta uses his power, and he's going 10 to 10. If you have like energy boosted Majin Buu or Kind Saiyan Son Goku out, it's pretty much a free block for you. And with both of these cards, I like to call them floaters, because they kind of just stay on the field. They generate free advantage, and they're basically free combos. So for me, an example of a floater would be like energy boosted Majin Buu, Kind Saiyan Son Goku if he triggers his effect, um, and the Bulma card that searches out Whis. So cards that generated a value when they play for low cost, and the fact that you can just use them for combo later on. So I feel like Vegeta is definitely weak to like floaters and stuff. So he has to like pump to 15. I feel if he wants to kind of really force his effect through, in which case he's using a card anyway. So, but you'll see more what I'm talking about. So here's the deck. So I'm running the kind like Saiyan Son Goku Blue engine in here, like all in blue Son Goku's. Just I want to trigger his effect. So starting out with the big leagues, I have 3 God Break Son Goku. Just 3 of them because they're searchable by Kind Saiyan Son Goku, and you just really need one to finish off your opponent. It's just a finisher. You pretty much if you have to use one early for mana, one you can search out, and one is like backup, whatever. 3 Beerus for the same reason, it's very good. At the same time, if your opponent would always assume that you're playing Beerus if they see blue, so they can really kind of play around the card. Not saying it's bad, it can definitely end games, but usually the time it ends games, usually your opponent's in a bad spot to begin with, and he does cost 7. But again, with this Goku, it makes him 5. 3 Super Saiyan 3 Son Goku Maximum Energy. Card's amazing for a late game finisher. If you just want to get your opponent to 2, and then he just has double strike and dual attack, so you can really just finish off games quickly. 3 Vegeta Prince of Speed. Again, this card, because it costs 3 blue energy, which everything is blue. But I just run 3 because you just kind of want to just see it when you need it. I don't think it's really necessary a 4 of. I'm playing 4 Overflowing Spirit Super Saiyan God Son Goku, simply because it's a target for Kind Saiyan Son Goku, and it's another way to evolve over like one of your Gokus. So it's searchable by Kind Saiyan Son Goku, and you can always use it as energy and stuff like that. And late game, pushing for 25 is pretty big, and it has critical. 4 energy boost Beerus for field destruction, to disrupt the board. So if your opponent has 2 tap battle cards, you can blow up one and then attack the other. So that way you get the possibly a +2, if the attack goes through. So if they have, let's say, a 20k and a 15, you can like blow up to 20 and then attack to 15, so you can pretty much get rid of 2 cards for 1. Rapid Spirit Ball Son Goku. Again, this is a card I play it 4 because you only need 2 energy to evolve, so it's really and it untaps one, so it basically costs one, so it's really good, especially if you have a Goku on the field. So I figured it's just good card to really get that early game pressure as well as recoup your energy as well. And then if you pretty much like if you go turn one Kind Saiyan, turn two evolve into Rapid Spirit, untap one attack with Goku, then you have two energy floating. So he basically was free. Um, four Assailant Vegeta, just for the pressure, the critical. Four boost attack Piccolo, these staples. I don't really know what to call them, but I guess staples, but they're really good, obviously on the offense and defense. And what you can actually do with these, what my friend told me, is that when this card's used for combo, so you don't actually necessarily have to combo him from hand. If he's on the field, if you just want to play him to put pressure on your opponent because he's a 12, um, you can if you have him on the field, you can combo with him on the field as well to get his effect. So that's another like cool little trick. For Kind Saint Goku, the engine for like to search out all the Gokus, the deck thin and stuff like that, as well as if you have two, if you're going second, you can go play one energy, play Kind Saint Goku, attack with Goku, untap it, and then play another one. And again, you have these floaters, so you have two pretty much 5k combo pieces on the board, and then additional two cards in your hand, all for one energy, which is insane. So against Vegeta, if he uses power, you just block with one of them for free because you got the hand advantage anyway from it. For energy boosted Majin Buu, for the same reason, if you have one energy and you have like either Kind Saint, any like one drop pretty much that you can play, um, it's pretty much the same kind of premise. So like you can play one blue energy, tap it for boosted Majin Buu, draw a card, attack with Goku, untap it, play another boosted Majin Buu. Same kind of result. For objection, just to speed up things as well, to get the energy up and kind of just ramp it up a bit. Um, and for the negates, of course, probably the best negate of all four styles. And then two Senzu Bean. This card can be easily a tech card. It can easily be like energy, something Minoka. I just have this because it untaps two as well. So if you're ever in a bad spot, you have like, if you ever like tap yourself out in a sense, or if you have at least one energy open, you can untap two, and then you can have that for additional combo to make your 10k combo cards in your hand live. So I really like this Goku starter a lot, just because of the flexibility that he brings to the table. He's again a very solid uh, leader to begin with. On all fronts. If you're playing him in a dual color, you just have to be careful of how you kind of uh, what energy you play and which energy you're using and stuff like that. So it's more energy management based because he only untaps blue. But Sensu Bean and Whis' Corrosion both untap any energy, so you have that. And same thing with the Spirit Ball Son Goku. So if you're playing him in like blue green or something like that, which is pretty cool too. My friend has a really good deck with that. It's like a control like mid range deck. You can easily splash him in. You can really add that factor in there. Just have to again be aware of what energy you play, what time you play them, and then which ones you tap and which ones you untap. So just a little bit more skill that you have to kind of put in. But the reward's awesome for sure. So again, this is my deck. This is just like a first draft, something kind of whipped together. So hopefully you guys like it. Again, I'll be doing more deck profiles like this in the future for sure with this format and kind of how I have it, like the numbers of how many cards as opposed to um, like if I had one of a card and it's actually like a three of, I'll like actually copy it three times, and that takes a really long time. So I think this format is a lot easier. So hopefully you guys like it. Let me know your feedback, and if there's a deck you guys want to see, just let me know, and I'll be happy to definitely pretty much share it. And I can't wait for the game to come out, and it said it's going to be super super awesome. With that being said, just a side note, for those who don't know, I created a mobile app called Chroma, and it's available on Google Play and the App Store. So right now it's free to download, and if it's $1 if you want to like remove the ads and stuff like that. So it's like a color-based game. It's like an arcade kind of fast action-based game. So it's really cool. So if you guys want to check it out, and I'm also doing a Kickstarter for it. So I have the link in the description down below. Just because I also want to add some upgrades to the app and add like different game modes and a lot of other perks. So if you guys want to support it, feel free to go ahead. And just letting you guys know, if you guys play it, let me know how the app is. Let me know what I can improve on with it. So far it has like close to 2,000 downloads on the Google Play Store, and I'm not sure how much on the App Store, but it has like a 4.8 to 5.0 rating and stuff like that. So it's a really good game. I'm not saying it just because I made it, but a lot of people who I interacted with said they love it. So definitely give that game a try, and expect more content from me soon. All right. With that being said, MrWaffles out.